was brought up in a family, I knew that God is in everyone. Who is Sai Baba? He's in her, he's in you, he's in her. I mean, how can you lift your hand if he wasn't in you? I'm like a daughter-in-law to him. He's like a father-in-law to me.
Welcome to Souljourns, a continuing series of interviews with followers of Indian holy man Sri Satya Sai Baba. Few people hold more love for Sai Baba than Sheela Gopal Ramnarayan, the head of a family who has followed Sai Baba for 3 generations. This interview was recorded in Whitefield, India, in December of 2008.
Sheela Gopal Ramnarayan. This is the 27th of December of the year 2008. It's almost over. It's such a pleasure to be in your summer home in Whitefield to talk to you finally about your life and about your dear beloved Bhagavan. When did you first fall in love with Sri Satya Sai Baba? Do you remember?
Fall in love. To me, it was not falling in love. It was knowing him as a member of our family. And I asked, daughter-in-law in the house. My father-in-law had expired. And my husband was having a lot of problem with his industry. And to me, it was Baba I would turn to every time and say, Baba, but see, what do we do now? Baba, what do we do now? And before I knew that he was not a human being, to me, I saw him as a human being. And years rolled by like this, and very much later I realized, oh, but he's God. But till today, when I write to him, I still say Sheela Gopal, then I'll say, I belong to him, no? I say Swami.
Sheela Gopal Swami.
Swami. Because I belong to him. I'm like a daughter-in-law to him. He's like a father-in-law to me. Because my father-in-law went away, we came to him. This is how I saw him.
But you didn't tell me how many years this has been. Has this been 20 years, 30 years?
Oh, this was in the year 77.
So for many, many years, 40 years, more than 40 years, you've been coming to know more and more about Swami.
Yes.
And go ahead.
Now I ask him, why did you take so long to tell me that you were God? Next time when I come on, you bring me again. When you come as Prema Sai, bring me again. And at that time, tell me beforehand, when I'm a little baby, that you are God. Okay. I don't want to wait so many years that he's God.
So how have you changed as a woman, as a mother, as a grandmother? How have you changed as a human being since coming to know Swami?
Oh no, I have not changed, because when I was childlike, he was there in me.
Even though you didn't know it.
No, but I was brought up in a family. I knew that God is in everyone, and there is nothing you can do. Like that story they have, no? Here is cartridge, go and cook it and eat it where you see nobody. And the person coming back saying, no, but I saw God everywhere, so I couldn't kill it and eat it. So I have been like that, knowing that God is everywhere.
So it wasn't such a new discovery for you to realize that God was here as Satya Sai Baba.
Yes. Because look at him. Every day he has to come and get into our hearts and call us when we do wrong, when we, pat us when he says, well, this was good, I'm very happy. See how you did this. And each time he somehow makes you go a little further with giving you a difficulty also he'll give you. And then when you have put that step forward and climbed that little step, he tells you, yes, I was there behind you.
Now you live in Bangalore, and you have this beautiful summer home in Whitefield. Does this mean that most of the occasions when you've had the privilege to be with Sai Baba, it was here in Vrindavan, or was it in Puttaparthi?
No, it was like this. Like when Swami was here, we would come here in the mornings, spend the day with Swami, and then go back in the evening. But that was in between. We still had to take our little trips back home because we didn't have this home at that time.
Okay. And what was he like in those early days when you went to see him?
What was Swami like?
Was he smiling?
He was so
laughing?
cute.
Was he
He was so cute. He was so cute. I must tell you, he'll tell my husband, bring your car. And then he will tell him, but why don't you change that car? And I know that we were having tough times with the industry. And here Swami was saying, but what was sweet was about one time, I remember, he used to wear chappals in those days.
He did?
And he would say to somebody, go bring my chappal. And Swami's chappals would come and put them in the car. That was... and I remember one time we had one foreigner with us. He had come as a consultant for our industry, and we had brought him to Puttaparthi, and Baba was in the car, front car, and we were in the back car. Gopal was in the front car, and I was with my family and this gentleman. And he was so caring, so caring. He will stop the car and then serve us food. Means banana. His dicky used to be full of goodies. And he will tell the students to serve the guests.
So he gave you really good close-up attention and affection and treats and food.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Even the first time that I went to his house and Gopal was called upstairs and he sent a tray of food like this covered. It seems he had put everything and sent it down. But at that point of time also, I did not know that he was God. And when he came to our home 7 times altogether.
7 times?
Yes. The first time when he ate, I did not know, like after the food was left there, that this is prasadam, that we should be taking it. I'm thinking, oh, now I don't know what to do with this food. And the time he came, one time he went to the bathroom and we are all lined up outside the bathroom for Swami to come out. Yet another time, I had heard that he goes to the kitchen and he opens the fridge, and I said, I hope one day he does that in our home also. And he came and he literally went into the kitchen to see what all was made. That was so special for us.
Did he always come for meals, or did he ever come for a longer period of time?
No, it was like he was basically, I'm sure now, he came, this little family we don't understand what God is and how he took us in his lap and he played with us. He scolded us. He did. Once I remember, my husband had brought some lands, and that man was giving him a difficult time. So when we went to Swami, and going to Swami was an everyday thing. There my husband sat, and I was with the ladies. Then I heard him tell Swami. Baba said to Gopal, he said, is money everything? I didn't know for what he had got the scolding. But then later on when I asked him, I said, what was it? What had you done today to get the scolding? He said, because I behaved badly, and that man had no money to give me, and yet he is due such a lot. And then I was angry with him, and actually, what I felt bad about was that this man had a ring, and my husband had said, all right, whatever you have, you give me, I cannot go on running after you for the money. And he had taken that income, which Swami did not approve of.
Tell me about Gopal's love of Swami.
When our eldest son is supposed to be getting married, and Baba had said he will do the wedding, the invitations, everything was ready, and then Baba said, no, something has come up, I cannot come. I will not do the wedding. Thousands of cards have gone out. But my husband's elder brother said, all right, if Swami is going to be in Puttaparthi, we will have the wedding over there. My husband said, no, that I will never do. The cards have gone out, people will come, and then they will say about Baba that look at this Guruji, or he just didn't come for the wedding. I will still have the wedding here. Let everybody come. We'll do the wedding without Baba. But I don't want people talking about Baba, saying what kind of a guru is he. So to me, that was real love. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, of course, Swami had the wedding in Bangalore itself. But yes, he did. He came. And he did the wedding. She has all the photographs of the wedding.
How nicely he looked after the guests when we were having lunch.
So Gopal really loved him.
He loved him tremendously.
Yeah. And did you come to Swami first, or did Gopal come to Swami
Gopal
first?
came to Swami first.
Okay.
To me, I was a person, God made me like this, that whatever Gopal did, I just don't use my head. Whatever he did, I just followed. This is how he made me. Swami had made me like that.
And when Gopal would go to Swami's house in Vrindavan, and you would go too, and he would go upstairs, did he ever tell you about Swami's living quarters and what they did upstairs?
No, I'll tell you no, because my husband, he's very fond of he loved good things, and good things in the sense like this home we have over here, he would see how the tiles were put, where the pictures should be, the framing is to be correct. And Swami would tell him, now you go and do some shopping for this. I am going to Puttaparthi. When I come back, make this room. And Gopal would say, Swami thinks I'm an architect or interior, but I don't know anything. But Swami could see all that in him. And this is his one was this, he loved doing this for Swami. And another thing that he loved doing, at the time the hospital was being made, how beautifully, Gopal would sit there for nights to see how Baba had said, in this old canteen, I must have so much seating. And Gopal just wouldn't get sleep. He didn't know how to manage so many people in that canteen. And one night he said, Sheela, I've got it. I said, what? He said, yes, exactly the figure Swami has given me to put in the seating. I've got this. This is, if I place the canteen tables like this, I'll get that number. And we know that it is Swami in the middle of the night to tell him that he will give the work to us. But behind us, it is him who is doing everything.
That's amazing. You must have had many interviews with Swami, and you must have seen him make many things with his hand.
Yes. That too I have seen many. Why he first, this is the first thing he gave me.
Mm-hmm.
This one.
Oh, how nice.
And he has given this to, like Shalini, who all have it, Miss Niru? Love, Kush, yes. And
his picture on it.
Yes, his picture on it. And this one he gave me on the 60th birthday, my husband's 60th birthday, a Mangal Sutra. It's Lakshmi. Yes.
How beautiful. You said that he has been to your house 7 times. Does he ever come to this house?
No.
Never this house?
He never. You know, I even took the photographs of this house one day, and when we went for the interview, I didn't know how to tell Swami, come. He will again, tease me or something. He has his way of teasing, no? So I just quietly left the photographs over there. Hoping what, at least if he's not coming, the gift has come from him. This home is a gift from him. Let him at least, see what the gift inside. He knows, but look at, we are children, no.
And how does it make you feel after so many years of being with Swami since the 1970s? You know, he's getting older, but he's also, in addition to his age and in addition to his health, he's also choosing to withdraw himself more and more from people. Yes. And that must be very difficult for old-timers who have been with him for many years.
No.
It doesn't bother you?
I am so happy he's doing what he's doing, because he always shows isn't that what old age does to people? He is showing us what old age does, and please follow. We will, if we, we must be more, learning has to be from inside, basically, Even going there so often and not to have the same, pardon?
Same darshan.
Not darshan, basically, that what he did for us, to keep expecting that would mean that we have never grown up, no?
That's right.
And we have grown up now, surely we have grown up. And of course, when I first came to him, he said, don't talk about me, but make yourself into a tree where other people can come and sit under you and take shade.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Now, why has that touched your heart so much?
Because here is a teaching that I must learn to live.
You're living it. You've made yourself like a tree so other people can come under it for shade. You're living it. Right now you're living it. With us. That should make you feel good.
Pardon?
That should make you feel good.
It's a process. It just keeps, he just processes it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no end to anything. It just happens. Every day is a new day.
Why does Sai Baba make you so happy?
Oh, why does he make me happy? Because I'm his child and he loves his children. And what would he not do to make his children happy? He does. What? Daddy's extension? Ha 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 ha. He gave my husband 9 years extension on his life. And he knows that we are little children who don't even understand. He had to say it with his own mouth to Jawahar. And he said, I have given your father a new life. That was the time when he had him operated for his heart problem.
Mm-hmm. And he gave him a new life.
Yes, he did. Because I did not, of course when he said it, of course we all understood, but we did not know. I had once asked Mrs. Who's this lady? Kevin, no, at the airport, who Baba had given him 2 years, and he had said to him, Coven, get up, and he extended his life for 2 years.
Right. He was dead.
Yes. I met Mrs. Coven at the airport, and I asked her, I said, I heard this, tell me about it, where did you meet Swami? So she said, I met him in the astral world.
In the astral world.
I am so tiny, I don't understand all these worlds and all that. And I said, oh. And then I forgot that Baba had given him 2 years of life. But when I counted my husbands, after the time he said, I've given your father a new life, he said this to my son. I realized when when he made his transition, he had 9 years.
Just ask it.
So it was your husband's, Swami was saying it was your husband's time to go, but he gave 9 more years.
Yes. Definitely. And in those 9 years, the changes that he has done to us, it's like, I told you how when Baba said to him, change your car, no. And I was thinking, it's so difficult. Industry is so difficult. And Swami saying to change the car. I smiled at myself, But then in those 9 years, what you see with us today, it's like he had 9 different boxes. In one big different box, there are 9 dabbas. And in each year, he has filled in as much as he can. And here we are, eating all that.
So those 9 years were not just ordinary 9 years.
They were he built what we have today.
So the business wasn't always profitable or solid at the beginning.
It was any business, when the foundations are put, it is a tough foundation to go in.
Yeah.
And with what Featherlight is today, it is Baba behind it all.
That's wonderful. Baba helped it.
Why till yesterday, when my grandson, who went to Carnegie Mellon and came, and another grandson went somewhere else and came, and they were sitting and talking to my eldest son Jawahar about business, I said, Swami, I have always felt, I wonder for how many years, how many generations you have filled our boxes like this. Because in our understanding, they say some generation, because Judy, you talk about generations with Swami. Like we have, people say 3 years, the going is beautiful, it's good. But I know that Swami has done this for 7 years now. When I saw my grandchildren sit and talk about their business, I knew that it is the 7th generation that saw. This is the 4th now. The grandchildren will be the 4th generation.
It's such a shame that your mother and father didn't have the privilege to know of Sai Baba.
Both of them did.
They did?
Yes. My mother is the one who came first to Swami.
Not Gopal's parents?
Not Gopal's parents. Because this is how Swami told us. He asked my son Jawahar, how many years since you came? And Jawahar calculated like 77. Baba said no. He calculated about 11 years earlier to that, when my mother had come to him with my photograph, and he said, Swami, please bless her. And he had said, what? Her? And that was it.
Well,
this is the fourth generation of Sai devotees.
And if Kush gets married or Love gets married, that'll be the fifth generation with kids, with children.
Yes.
And that can happen in your lifetime. Yeah,
I don't know what Swami has, because...
So just tell me now in your own words,
yes.
For somebody who's never heard of Sai Baba, who is Sai Baba?
Who is Sai Baba? He's in her, he's in you, he's in her. I mean, how can you lift your hand if he wasn't in you? How would you be smiling? How would we be looking at each other? The eyes would be there, but what is that power inside the eyes? The ears are there, but what's the power that is listening? He's in each one of us. And that is why.
And how sad will the world be the day he passes?
Pardon?
How sad will the world be when the day comes when his body passes, when he dies?
Why would it be sad?
He won't be with us anymore.
But it would be the body that would be leaving. But his spirit, you think he is just going to let us be? Definitely no. Even my husband, he can't leave us. My husband still comes to us.
Does he?
Yes. He comes to us in a form of a butterfly.
Does he?
Yes. When he's happy from his flying, I know. Why in this house itself, when we were holding teachers training for some 50 students, so 2 schools we were holding, and there he was dancing away, feeling very happy that all this was happening in his house over here, training teachers for schools.
That's wonderful. So Swami's always with you. Do you have, some people have leelas with Swami, some people have dreams, some people have personal experiences when he comes to you and tells you something. Do you have any of these personal experiences where you'll hear his voice or he'll be in your dream?
No.
Visions? Do you have visions of them?
No.
Some people are, I don't either, but some people have those things. But they're not necessary for other people.
I have no idea. I don't have them.
Yeah, and it's not necessary for you because your love is enormous already.
That all I don't know what my love is and how to analyze all. I'm not an analytic person.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
Well, my last
I'm
question.
not logical.
My last question to you, Sheela.
Yes.
What is it that you think Sai Baba wants you to do with the rest of your life?
Oh, that he'll, as the progress, like today, I'm doing this. How do I know what will tomorrow be? Whatever he tells me, I'm there. Because see, even my health and everything, I know he takes care. Every little thing. When I'm not well, I was so bad I couldn't walk. Then he gave me, go to Ayurvedic doctor. Yes, sir. So I went to Ayurvedic doctor.
Was that a voice? Was that your intuition? How did you know he said to go to the Ayurvedic doctor?
How does he tell me that? Inside me, his picture doesn't come, nothing like that.
But inside you feel something.
Yes, I had cancer, and then at that point of time, we had gone to him, and he had given me a new life. I know he has, because I was kind of dead in the sense, And he gave a new happening. My hair and all was not like this before. And I must tell you this story because otherwise it's not making sense. I went to Puttaparthi. The doctors had said I must go through chemotherapy. And the children said, let's go to Baba and ask him. I said, yes, whatever Baba says, you all want to do, I'm happy doing the chemotherapy, I'm not scared or anything. We went there, and to sit down there were 2 cushions. And the lady told me, sit over here. I lifted up one cushion, and there was a dead, what is it called? Chipkali. What is the lizard?
Lizard.
And it wasn't flat like this. The lizard is pressed sideways. Have you ever seen a lizard pressed sideways? And I didn't know what to do. That was the place given me to sit. So I just kept the cushion over on top and I stood over there till it was time for Baba to come. And this lady is telling me, but why don't you sit? I said, yes. And here I'm lifting the cushion. And what do I find? I find that the lizard is running.
Running.
And the hair is like the tail is made of this hair. And it is plaited, this much plait. And the lizard is running.
Wow.
And when, after the Baba's darshan, the children had their darshan, and they said, but Baba didn't talk to us. We had no chance to ask if you can have the chemotherapy. I said, what is there to ask now? He's told me, no, he's given me this a new life. He was a dead lizard. And
now it's alive.
Yes. So that's the answer. And we went ahead and did all this. And then very much later I realized, oh, this is the hair. It's new me that he's made.
Oh, and she breezed through it. It's amazing. The side effects of chemo can be really bad.
But you breezed right through it. There are no awful side effects for you.
No.
Swami had his hand on you the whole way.
I don't even know what side effects one is supposed to be having. My son told the doctor, please tell her what all happens. So she went on telling me. Then Jawahar said to her, now stop. Don't scare her anymore because the thing is, I wasn't scared anyway.
Well, obviously you love Swami very, very much. And obviously, even more so, Swami loves you very, very much.
Yes, I know he loves me very much.
Yes.
That much I know. About my love for him, I have no idea.
Well, I do. It's very apparent. Sheela, thank you very much. God bless you, Sai Ram, and thank you so much.